Vorzimer. People call me eCUSSIONIST. Call me eCUSS. People call me drum jockey. I'm a producer and a drummer and a drum jockey. I've been doing music my whole life. Like, I came out of the womb with drumsticks in my hand, which was dangerous for my mother. And then they plopped me down in front of MTV, and that was my babysitter. I built my first drum set after, right after I started getting drum lessons. I made my drums out of all these different spare parts, and then they were like, you know, this dude is serious. My parents were like, he's filming this art form, so let's get him a real drum set. I got drum lessons from the drummer of my dad's band, and then from then on, it was like I was just obsessed, you know, and they could never pull me away from it, ever.
So who's your favorite drummer?
Good question, because there's so many ways to drum, you know. Tony Williams, Questlove, Jay Dilla, the legendary. Chris Dave, my mentor, Jabali Billy Hart. Dolly Parton, and she goes everywhere with me, and she's thick, extremely thick. Right around when I graduated jazz school at the New School, and my friend Lawrence Clark, great tenor saxophonist, was like, listen, you know, Malik and I are hitting the streets a lot. Malik can't do it, would you be down to come out and hit in the parks? You know, our heroes like Miles Davis and like Herbie Hancock and Billy Hart and Rashid Ali and, you know, John Coltrane, and, you know, we were just like, you know, those musicians, they lived in an era where you could hit all day, literally, from the moment that you wake up until the moment that you go to bed the next morning. You know, and that's the reason why they were so amazing on their instruments, and we just wanted to be that amazing, so we just had to find a way to, in between gigs, play in the park. As soon as that happened, I was like, you know what, I can start doing a lot of the music that I really want to play, that some of the more traditional jazz musicians who are my friends that I was playing with didn't want to play. And I could still incorporate my love of improvisation by basically improvising with samples. Instead of a saxophonist improvising with me, I would be the one triggering these samples. I would be the one, kind of like, what I didn't know then would be DJing my sets. The point where it's like, if I didn't have a gig that day, that I was playing in the subway. If I didn't have a gig that night, I was playing in the subway. Why I love what I do is because it comes from the heart. It's completely passion-based, and it's a unifier. It brings everybody together because I don't discriminate towards any music, and that's what the art form that I do, called eCUSSIONIST or eCUSSION, is about. It's kept me alive, and it's kept me out of juvie, and it's kept me out of jail, and it kept me.
That's your motivation.
It's my motivation. It's everything. It's the reason why I feel like I was born. Me and you.
Me?
Thank you.
You welcome.
It's Saywordstaz. Free, stay fly, keep spreading.